Hey everyone, it's Danielle Centerhouse. When do you keep the past in the past and let it go and sort of, forget what happened, and when do you decide it's time to learn from it? So there are often events in your life that are going to happen that anger you, they upset you, they really emotionally hurt you. Those are events that we naturally want to forget and get rid of and keep it in the past. But those are the events that you actually need to sit there and work through them and learn how to heal through them so that you can move forward. So those type of events, believe it or not, are events that we're not going to relive them every day, because then it just becomes this like self-dooming cycle of constantly feeling hurt and anxious and angry or upset. But instead what you need to do is work through the pain of the past, of what had occurred, and then as you work through it, learn from it. So those type of events are learning experiences. Things that as you start to really think about, hey, what is it I can do differently next time? How can I be maybe a little bit more cautious? How can I, instead of maybe going all in, decide, you know what happened last time? How can I change? How can I grow? So what I mean by this is, I have a friend that was in a severely abusive relationship. So in that abusive relationship, she dealt with it, got out of it, but then what happened is, because she buried it in the past and acted as if it never happened, every time she went to get into another relationship, it just seemed like it would always fail and be doomed, because she almost expected that the same thing would happen. So she didn't grow from it, she didn't learn from it, she didn't actually forgive through it. So she could forgive the person. That doesn't mean she goes back to the person. It doesn't mean she necessarily says it's okay, but she could forgive them in order to release. And as she started to learn from it and grow from it, then finally she was able to move forward and find a relationship that treated her the way she deserved to be treated, because she wasn't holding on to excess baggage. She wasn't, having her arms gripped so tightly with all of her stuff that had happened in a previous relationship, that she could finally put it all down and open up her arms to somebody else. So that's a good growing experience, a good learning experience. An example of when you just need to leave the past in the past is, okay, you got cut off in traffic. Don't be angry over the next 20 minutes because somebody had cut you off. I know it sounds simple, but that's an example of leave it in the past, move forward. Or learn also, we're talking more negative things, but on the positive side, if something great happened, learn from it, grow from it. So if all of a sudden, business is going well and you're not quite sure how it happened, reflect back, see what had occurred. Learn from the past, keep growing from it. So just try to start to figure out, when do I need to grow from my past? When do I need to move forward? When do I just need to say, adios, that's where you're going to stay. I'm just going to leave you there and let it go. So as you start to differentiate, do I need to learn and grow from it, or do I just need to let it go completely, not even think about it anymore? That's when you sort of have these aha moments of, all right, now I'm really growing. Now I'm really moving forward in who I am as a person. You can move forward when you start to move your thoughts forward. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.